Are you planning to sell your home and you are wondering, should I sell the house as is or should I make the investment and do the updates to the house before I put it up for sale? To help you make that decision, today I will talk about the pros and cons of selling your house as is versus the pros and cons of selling your house after you do the updates. And I will tell you two stories that will illustrate my point because in real estate, there is no one scenario fits all. Everybody has different situation and they have to look at all the aspects before they make the decision whether to sell the house as is or should they do the upgrades before they put the house up for sale. Hi, my name is Heba Rayan. I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker in Danville and the East Bay, and I was a previous real estate appraiser. Let's start by looking at the pros and cons of selling the house as is. Selling the house as is means that listing your home in its current condition without making any upgrades or repairs. For some sellers, this can be the most practical option, but it's important to understand both the benefits and potential challenges. So the pros are minimal upfront cost. You don't have to invest in renovating or repairs. Then it's a faster process. So you're going to put your house right away, but it attracts investors and cash buyers. Many buyers look for properties they can renovate themselves. Now let's talk about the cons of selling as is. Lower offers. Buyers often expect a discount to account for repairs they will need to make. Believe it or not, in some situations, even if the house is priced really, really well, some buyers think that, oh, the house needs a lot of repairs. So then when they write their offer, they think that they should negotiate the price further down. Also, you have a limited buyer pool. You only have the investors and the buyers that are looking to fix the house up. And its potential longer time on the market. The house will sit on the market for longer time than normal. So now I have a story for you on a client that decided to sell his house as is and they did not want to do any repairs. What happened is we priced it really well and we put it on the market. We got some offers that were low bidders. It took longer on the market, but at the end of the day, it did sell for a fair market value. Tell me here, what is more important to you? You want to avoid the time and the cost of repairs, or do you want to net more money? Please leave me a comment down here. I also made a video about what are the updates that matter to buyers the most, and I will put a link to it. Now I will talk about the remodeling before selling your house and what are the updates that add instant value to a home before it goes up on the market for sale. Let's discuss the option of making renovations before selling. A well-planned remodel can increase your home's value and attract more buyers, but it's essential to weigh the cost against the potential return on investment. Now, let's talk about the pros for remodeling the house before you put it up for sale. Higher sale price. Updated homes generally sell for more. Stronger buyer interest. Move-in ready properties attract a broader audience. Faster sale. Homes that look updated and well-maintained tend to sell more quickly. Now, I will go over the cons for the remodeling. Upfront costs. Renovation require an investment and not all updates guarantee a high return. I also made a video about what are the updates that matter to buyers the most, and I will put a link to it. Time commitment. Even minor upgrades can take longer than expected, potentially delaying your listing timeline. Marketing sensitivity. If the market shifts, you may not recoup all of your renovation cost. I have a story for you about the house that we remodeled and did everything to it before the sale. So I was working with a homeowner that did have the time and had the money to make that investment, and we did the upgrades. We painted the whole house one color. We changed the floors throughout the whole house, and also we did some refurbishing to the kitchen, changed the hardware on the cabinets, and it looked spectacular. The house went on the market for sale, again with a certain marketing strategy. Within 8 days, the house was sold with multiple offers. So if you do have the time and have the money to do the renovation, definitely go for it because a renovated house is much more desirable. The most important updates that I recommend to do to a house before selling it is paint the whole house one color throughout for consistency. And if you would change the floors, I highly recommend that the floors you stick with one type of flooring throughout the whole house. and one color as well for consistency and cohesiveness. The most return you get on your money always in the kitchen. So I highly recommend you do update the kitchen. If you don't have time to change the cabinets, paint the cabinets, or refurbish the cabinets doors and install more modern look hardware, and that will give instant modern look to the kitchen. As I mentioned before, there is no one scenario fits all in real estate. It goes case by case. Every homeowner situation is different. And I have to tell you this story about this family I worked with where they had to put the house on the market as is because they did not have time to do the renovation. Also, the loan amount on the house was big. So the story of this house, it's a house that the family inherited from their parents. And when I pulled up the preliminary report and the loan payoff, we found out that there are three problems we have. Problem number one was the loan amount on the house was big because they had a reverse mortgage situation. Problem number two, it stated on the payoff demand that after a certain date, the homeowner will have to pay a per diem of almost $500. Problem number three, we were heading into a slow time of the year for real estate. So I looked at all those issues and I sat with my clients and I said, this is what's going on. We have those three issues and we have to act quickly. So, Mr. Seller, you have two options. Either put the house on the market as is in its present condition, or we have to wait for 1 to 2 months to do the updates. But considering that the loan amount on the house is big, plus the fact that they had $500 per diem that will have to be paid daily, considering those two issues, the seller decided that no, we should go on the market right away with the house in its present condition. So still, I did prepare the house for the market. We did stage the house. We did take the pictures. We did take drone pictures to show the neighborhood. And we priced it really, really well. As you know, I was a previous real estate appraiser and I'm an expert on pricing homes. So we put it on the market right away. And with a certain marketing strategy, we exposed the house on the market for the maximum number of qualified buyers out there. We did generate a high level of buyers' interest in the house and it did sell for a fair market value. Watch out for my next video.